Hey Hada, what's happening in Melee? Birthdays! Hada and I were talking about this because
Hmm.
today is the Too Strong, the Three Hands J Flex's birthday. So happy birthday, J Flex. Yesterday
Hey,
was
let's go,
Nathan Sandwich's
J-Flex.
birthday. Happy birthday, Nathan Sandwich. We should try to do birthdays. I mean, I say should.
Mhm.
I am someone who perennially on Facebook would be told it's this person's birthday, and I'd be like, oh, that's super cool, but then not actually post happy birthday. So I'm really bad at this, but between you and me, Hada, maybe we could get more into it. I'll let you share your birthday greetings. You know JFlex better than me.
Yeah, hey, J-Flex, that's my guy. Happy birthday, hermano. I hope you're doing well. And of course, Nathan, we've commentated together. I've done review for him in the past. He's one of my commentary students. That's my dog. So happy birthdays to the friends. And guys, let's jump into this week of Smash news. And I guess the first one is pretty interestingly, Hungrybox putting his money where his mouth is, starting the fresh cut freshman fund, I believe is something that it's called.
His money?
It's fresh.
Sorry,
It might
I
be
just
fresh cuts money. I'm
it's
sure there's some HBox money in there.
hey, how about this? Hungrybox becoming the something chief smash officer, the CSO of FreshCut,
Yeah.
and part of this $100,000 fund that's going to go to both the Ultimate and the Melee community split is that they are announcing the FreshCut Freshman program,
Hmm.
which is $2,000 monthly scholarship to get people who are not able to travel to tournaments on a regular basis, the underdogs of the world, the non-sponsored players of the world, to try to get them out to events. And we don't know the winners of the month of April or if they're just going to announce that for May and say this is when it starts. But either way, $100,000 going into the community that's, I don't know anything about Fresh Cut. So I'll just let other people who know behind the scenes stuff say whatever. But if the money's green, we're gonna take it. This is
True.
kind of the position that we're in right now. I'm not gonna say no to seeing somebody like BBats, who's gotten a lot of momentum behind, getting onto this post and saying, "Hey, I would like to be taken to flown out to different tournaments." Because BBats is a very good tri-state player and is competitive with all the tri-state players and could be exactly like a top 16, top 32 candidate player for some of these big super majors and majors. But I also have thoughts about the who should get this kind of access because first of all we have to fight with ultimate players and that's gonna split it in half at the very least, right? So when it comes down to players on the melee side of things, I say I would really love international players being able to have a chance to come to the United States. And I say that with all due respect to people like BBATS or anyone else who is grinding in North America, Canada, United States, Mexico, who they are just as like deserve it, except in my mind, there's like this I have an insatiable desire to see international players come to the continental North America from places like Japan, places like Europe,
Hmm.
South America, anywhere else where Melee's being played. I know there's some players in the Philippines. I just want to see those kind of players. So I'm being selfish when I say I would love to see international players get the most access to a fund like this. But if we see BBATs going to an event in the Midwest or out on the West Coast, not for something like a main stage, honestly, Hada, I can't even tell you the next big tournament other than Wave Dash that's going to be on the West Coast. I can't even think because all the big stuff is on the East Coast this year.
And in
It's all
Canada, we
Smash
have
Con and Shine
Battle
and I
BC and Gomel are coming
Battle
up.
BC is West Coast. You're right. You're right. So that counts as well. Battle BC and Wave Dash. Those are your two big West Coast tournaments. One being in Vancouver, the other being in SoCal. All right, I'll lay it back up to you though, Hada. Thoughts about the fun? Who you want to see get
I
access to some of
mean,
this moolah?
Billy is a near and dear friend of mine. I love B-Bats, and I think they have gotten a ton of traction. I think your nod to international players is very, very warranted. Inogen, who is the Marth prodigy coming out from Japan, and I'm hearing from firsthand accounts from Dan's Demand, who is a near and dear friend to myself, former rank one in Nevada, now is a English as a second language teacher in Japan. The only player he loses to out there in Japan is Inogen, and he has not beaten him yet. So very, very talented white Marth player. I believe another Marth player, Steel Rhydon, I believe is what their tag is. The best player in the middle is in the Middle East, I believe.
Oh, I
Super
like
net
that.
play grinder. From what I understand, has put out a bunch of some pretty cool Twitter stuff and some little combo videos. I believe Steel Rhydon is what their tag is. And I know there's a very good, talented Falco player out of Korea. Actually, I can't remember what their tag is off the top of my head. So if anyone knows the Falco main, who I believe won the Smash World Tour qualifier out of Korea, if they can give me a shout or give them a shout out in the comment section below, I would super duper appreciate that. I do know that there is one or two pretty solid players to come out of Korea. I think international is great. Players even from Australia, like Sock. Sock doesn't get as much chance to travel, and there's a handful of other really solid players out from Australia who definitely deserve some more international exposure. Whether that be Sock, that's I know Rainbow, I believe, is a peach from New Zealand. Spud, I know, is on semi-retired, semi-not. And there's a really talented young Fox Marth player. Marth Fox player out of Australia as well, and I can't remember their tag for the life of me. But the talent is there, but unfortunately that we have to give these players the opportunity to show off their stuff. So I think going international would be the best use of the fund, just to kind of give a little more exposure and give a little more credit where credit is due, because exposure leads to, like, if those people stream, exposure leads to Twitch viewers lead to donations lead to travel funds, and travel funds lead to tournament exposure, which leads to potentially more, funds on the Twitch, funds on the viewers, funds on the travel, and coming back out for more tournaments. And that's kind of the name of the game for a lot of these up and coming players. They need that one big performance. They need that Magi beating Mango in the Falco Ditto. They need
J-Mook finishing second in Genesis 8.
Precisely. You're there with me. You need that one big splash to really catapult your career, and some of these players just don't have the opportunity to quite yet.
And to J-Mook and Magi, these are US-based players getting a chance to travel, because it's not like it's significantly easier to travel within the United States. Buying a flight to even to the Midwest from Philly it's pushing $200 just for like a bum seat. So it is ridiculous how expensive traveling has become. It is obviously one of the easiest thing to jack up the prices on, and most of us will complain, but then we'll still do it anyway. Shouts out to, we were not even talking about this pre-show, but shouts out to CEO and Combo Breaker and these other people who got this Amtrak saving thing going. I guess that'll help some random group of people out there save some money on train tickets instead of taking a flight. But also, I looked up how much time it would take to take trains from where I live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, all the way out to Vancouver on West Coast Canada, and it would take like almost 4 complete days, 81-hour travel time. So not necessarily going to be easy for cross-country travel, but I digress. Shouts out to people trying to make traveling less expensive. But when we think about, is there a J-Mook in the Middle East, or is there a J-Mook in some place like Italy or in the UK? There are possibilities to that, yes, but the likely answer is no. However, you need to be able to play against good players to continue to up your game. So I love hearing things like Max, who is a UK-based Sheik player, going to be able to fly out to Battle BC5 instead of having to pay for that, is being flown out to that event. It's really, really cool to see little things like that. I hope that this FreshCut freshman program will be able to get less exposed players into a point where they're going up against the best, because it is what it is. The best Melee players are in the continental North America, are in the United States, and in Canada. So you need to get over here. And I feel bad that we can't say this for everybody, but how about Josh Man? We didn't get a chance to talk about this because we haven't been able to record, but Josh Man is coming to the Toronto area, somewhere in Canada, because the Canada visa got approved for Josh Man. We will get to see more of Josh Man very, very soon. As of now, planning on moving into the Toronto area. You get it, Canada, sometime within the next couple of weeks, if the tweet is to be believed. So we're all super happy and excited to see little W's like that. But there are so many people who probably spend a significant amount of time, just as much as anyone who are here playing Melee, who are net play grinders, who are genuinely trying to get better, who just need a few opportunities or even just one to kind of launch themselves into the spotlight, and then we all get super happy and excited to see the new blood come up and challenge the established guard. So we got to see that in recent times with people like Magi or J Mook, and then slightly older examples, Zane and Cody, who are now our best players. So the cycle needs to happen where you get that one flight over, Armada, J-Mook, those kind of people. I want to see more of those kind of people. So I appreciate what Hungrybox is doing with this program, though. I also hope that the $100,000 goes to other things to make Melee better. I was thinking that it would be kind of cool if some of that fund would be used to help out people like Contra and Jade. There's all kinds of places where that money could go, and I could name all of them where I think they should go, but Hungrybox is very well scrutinized. If you gave this to him 5 years ago, I think most of us would go, oh boy. But I think Hungrybox is a little bit more connected to the inside goings on
Right.
than ever before, and a little bit, I don't want to say more sympathetic, but I don't know how to phrase this, but I feel like we're much happier that this is happening now than 5 years ago, because I think there would have been this kind of dread of, how out of touch is this going to be? But I think Hungrybox fully has the community in mind with doing this, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, HBox is I think he has a lot of the best intentions. Will this go perfectly as he plans? Probably not. Will there be some hiccups along the way? I'm sure. But thinking about people coming up to Canada, you had very recently Amsa made his debut out in the Canadian region, has been really enjoying being able to travel North America more liberally, as well as access to North American net play. And I believe that was actually one of the huge distinguishing factors, was Joshman choosing Toronto to be his home base, because he really values East Coast net play. I think this is the
That's
case
right.
for a lot of people who were running not just coast-to-coast doubles, but coast-to-coast tournaments, where you'd have one bracket out of the East Coast, one bracket out of the West Coast, people realizing that the West Coast net play brackets and the West Coast net play scene has shrunken substantially. I think a lot of people on the West Coast are more inclined to play friendlies in their community discords, more inclined to go to their locals, but the East Coast players are really grinding net play still, and you'll see that in, honestly, look no further than the coast-to-coast double scene, where they're still getting full 15 to 20 teams for the East Coast bracket, but only, I think, 3 teams showed up for West Coast this week. So
I'm going to go ahead and assume that Mega Man Munder was involved. Please. No one grinds doubles over there more than Munder, I don't think.
yeah, Munder's is in the Colorado server, and he'll come in and look for doubles with us a lot of the times. Definitely a grinder. So Mega Man and Munder, they're both very good. So definitely like getting games with them every once in a while. And so thinking about Canada, we also had the Come Up just recently finished this past week.
Hada, I don't know if you cut off because
No, I was talking to the dog. Sorry.
Yes, I assumed as much that Luca was just barking one too many times.
Yeah, Sadie's being annoying. That's my second dog, by the way. We have 2 now.
Oh right, you have a second. Oh my gosh.
Double dog. One of them just found their voice a couple days ago and loves to use it. She was previously a little too nervous to be using it, but it's, blessing and a curse. The Come Up won by Moky over the likes of Amsa, and an absolutely incredible performance. I believe I know it was double game 5 in grand finals, not 100%
Yep,
sure.
game 10, yep.
It was a game 10 situation, and absolutely love to see, if you guys want to watch some expert level, absolutely unbelievable Fox Yoshi, look no further than Come Up grand finals. And then thinking about a couple more results we do have one more big tournament result, and that's out of the blue, coming out of the Midwest. Ginger, Luminosity's own Ginger, is going to be your Out of the Blue champion, I believe, beating Zamu in grand finals. So should be an excellent set of melee if you want to check that out as well.
Where's
Zamu,
Ben?
yeah, Ben, we believe was in top 8. I don't know exactly what those results looked like, so I'd have to.
Or Ben, probably just looking at J-Mook this past year and a half and saying, "It should have been me.
It should have been me." Oh yeah, Ben's a beast for sure. I know he's coming off of a little bit of a break right now. I know realizing that slowing down your progression a little bit will halt your results just a smidge, but I do think the fire is definitely under his butt right now to start getting out and performing. So big ups to Ginger and Moky. Some Spaceys coming out, getting some dubs. And thinking about Spaceys, I've been working on my Fox a little bit and may or may not make an appearance in a combo video that might be releasing this weekend. So keep your eyes open on the Hada social media for a cool combo video being edited by Kickflip. So one of the homies. And also I'll be commentating West Coast Top 6 for the CG Melee Monthly. Gonna be commentating Top 6 with Nick M. Whittier. So should be a really good time.
Also making your debut. I'm pretty sure your debut. I don't know if you've been on the GG Melee channel before, but you got to be on the GG Melee YouTube video there, doing some reverse mains. How'd that go?
Oh God, what a trip that was. Yeah, shout out to Golden Guardians team, by the way. They're absolutely awesome, amazing people to work with. Everyone from Zeke and Hoagie and all the people on the admin side and the editorial staff, but also of course the players. Super awesome, super easy to work with. Toph, Amsa, Nun, and PPMD, super sweeties. And I loved being able to show my stuff with the homie Toussaint as representatives of all chat. So we did a little bit of a giveaway project with them. We are giving out a excellent conditioned fob with all of the signatures of every past and present Golden Guardians member on the shelf. So that's everyone from Zane all the way to the recent signees in Amsa and Brandon. So if you guys, I believe the giveaway's probably done already, but if it's not, check out the Golden Guardians Melee channel. Almost certain that it's probably been drawn for already, but if it's not, hey, slide in there real quick. And if not, if you find it and it's already gone, just follow all chat and Golden Guardians. They're doing some good stuff.
And the thing is Hoborg, who's the person behind Borg Technology, the person who got this controller up to snuff, is such a cool person and makes great controllers. So you can go to @Borg Technology on Twitter and slide in DM, see if you've got some availability to work on a controller for you anyway, even if you don't win a free one. Also, Hoborg and I we did a giveaway for my new season debut for this podcast for season 4, and I want to do that again for season 5. So if you're just in the business of trying to get a free controller, then maybe you should also pay attention to my socials as well in the next several months. Oh gosh, I'm not doing season 5 debut for a while yet, but just follow it anyway. You get it.
It's a good idea. So guys, if you haven't watched the video, it was a reverse main bracket single elimination 1 game. Except for grand finals, and I'm not going to spoil that, so you guys got to at least stick around and watch the video for that. But it started off as me versus Amsa, and if you know anything about really high-level Yoshis in a reverse bracket, Amsa had to play his Peach, which is one of the easier characters to pick up and play, versus my Yoshi, which I'm proud of my Yoshi.
Yeah,
but I kind of got bodied. I'm not gonna spoil how I got bodied, but
but you've been putting in some Iron Man time, in the past year, so it's not as if you haven't touched Yoshi in 2 years. So
yeah. I mean, I will say PPMD complimented my up airs. That's all I know. And I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna take it to the bank, and it's all well and good. But guys, it's actually an amazing video. Please.
Also, Dreamland, tough stage. You got tough one. Yeah, definitely got the short end of the stick there.
I really did, but I had a good time, and that's all that matters. All right. Well, I think that's I'm trying to think if we have anything else going on. Commentary, we got some shout outs to I believe Edwin Budding put out a top 50 for New England. So Edwin putting out, I believe, a melee stats, so like a calculated point based list. And so I'm just give a shout out to the top 5 as according to the Edwin Budding stats tracker. It's gonna be Calvar at rank 1, Bonfire 10, Casey, which I believe is oh my god, what was their tag previous to this? Oh my god, I'm spacing right now.
Wow, look at all these blurbs.
Warmer. I think that might be Warmer. I think Casey might have changed. Warmer might have changed her tag to Casey.
Got it. Correctly. And that makes sense. And also Beckvin, who I've just been always adjacent to Beckvin, but I gotta get Beckvin onto the podcast at some point.
Shout out to Beckvin.
Anyway, this is also rounded out by Kikaho. Mm-hmm. This goes all the way down to PD Walnuts, who I feel like if PD Walnuts is going to get an honorable mention as the 51st player, the top 50 New England Melee PR Fall 2022, we got to give a shout outs to PD Walnuts, just barely making it on as an HM. Let's go.
That's my guy. Hey, if I'm a mid-level player and I make like that 51 or maybe even like anywhere between like 45 and 50, I'm feeling pretty good. If I'm like Toucan, Arcade, 33 Toes, Spades, Ethan Burke, or Ryu Cloud, I'm feeling pretty good that's a good motivator. Like, oh, I'm gonna get top 35 next time, or I'm gonna get top 20, or I'm gonna get top 10. And it's just like, it's a way to track yourself every season, and I think having a really big list is pretty fun. I know Colorado has a pretty rough list. Let me see if I'm
how about Load Spiller as a Bowser splitting Bowser and Ice Climbers main? How do you go from one to the other? Is it matchup dependent? Do you pull the Bowser? Well, actually no, they must go Bowser more often than not, because the Bowser's listed before the Ice Climbers, and that matters. Calvar has a Pocket Sheik, but is primarily a Marth player. So that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I know, Colorado actually has a skill-based matchmaking list, so we have ours listed to the top 15 for actual rankings, but we have a pretty cool list. Currently, actually, Fizzwiggle, with his most recent weekly win, has overcame Zealot for the rank 1 spot as of right now. Zealot's been semi-AFK.
Wow.
Been semi-AFK because the thing is, when Zealot shows up, Zealot wins, is the thing. Zealot is way too good and way too powerful. And Zealot, by his own words, has said, I will not travel outside of Colorado until I know I'm going to win that tournament. And that's a Genesis. That's a big house. He wants to compete for top 8. He wants to compete for Rand Finals. He wants to win. And he's got that dog in him. He just recently got his CPA license as well. So he's an accountant and absolutely cracked out on the sticks. And he's actually going to a pretty stacked Boulder tournament today out here at University of Colorado Boulder. And he's easily by far and away the favorite, but we'll have a lot of the top 5 into the top 10 in attendance as well. So if anyone manages to take a game, even a game off of Big Z, that's going to be really exciting.
And also, we wanted to do one more little topic of conversation. Match Ketchum was getting some sideways glances from a poorly captioned tweet about HDR. I'm the god of this game, kind of a lead-in, but the clip was a little sussy, and you kind of got into it a little bit with Max there. It's just a brief misunderstanding on how deep Max goes into Smash, but basically HDR continues to make waves in the community across all the games. So not just specifically, Ultimate players are starting to pick up HDR. A lot of Melee players are starting to play HDR as well. They have some very interesting mechanics, making a lot of people mad on the timeline. Any clip that I see, I think is hilarious and awesome, because we don't have room for that on these main line games where we're supposed to keep our shirts clean and that kind of aspect. We're not playing with unfrozen Pokemon Stadium anymore, but we kind of have to stick to the straight and narrow with Melee, and Ultimate has to do the same thing as well. So if HDR has dummy busted characters, who cares? But anyways, Hada, your perspective on the clip or HDR, however you want to wrap this up.
So he changed his name to Silver2 Fox. That's really funny.
Oh no.
So at Max Ketchum on Twitter, now EMG Silver2 Fox.
Oh no.
So he caught some flack. I'm not gonna lie. So the caption is, and I'm gonna keep it real, it's a clean bit of Fox play. It's clean. But his tag is not many out here doing it like me. And I'm just like, I see the caption and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be crazy. Because I know Max has been in the Smash community for such a long time. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he was a Melee player for a long time, but has kind of been in the Smash 4 Ultimate community since those games have come out. So most people associate him with the slow, boring games. I'm going to call them that. And so I'm just like, maybe Max just don't got it like that. And so he had a clean bit of Fox play. His 3 neutral wins came from shield grabs, and he got some, dash attack back airs, but he had some clean movement. The movement was all right. But it's like, if you're going to caption it, not many out here doing it like me. I'm like, bro, that's some Justice Nightcore Fox combo video stuff like that. I thought he was going to be doing like quadruple shine grab on shield into up throw, shine back air, edge cancel into chill and shine slide, up air read or something like that. I thought he was going absolutely nuts on the timeline. To which I responded with, ultimate players discover fire and think they're hot shit. And he goes, and then we had a little back and forth. I said, and he goes, brother, I played Melee for 20 years. I'm aware of Fox ceiling. And I'm like, no disrespect intended. Just wanted to add some inspiration. Not sure what is possible in HDR. Was just hoping to stoke the swagger flames. Been a combo video fanatic for 10 years, and HDR is really interesting to me, but I refuse to give Big N, aka Nintendo, more money. And he goes, I don't have a 2004 Smashboards join date just to be called an ultimate player on the timeline. He got a lot of likes on that one. That's really funny. And I go, my bad, King. Live your truth. I support you. And so, like, we definitely had a little back and forth, but, respect given. Respect is given. And the quote retweets were very funny. I'm not going to lie. My favorite one came from Joji, a.k.a. Milkman, who said Silver 2 Foxes. Like Silver 2 Fox player popping off on the timeline, something like that, and that's where the tag comes from. So, but there's a lot of very positive feedback. I think people are excited to see what Ultimate could have been, and it really do believe that if Ultimate had movement like this, if Ultimate had this much self-expression, I probably would be playing a ton of Ultimate to this day. But I think Ultimate, because it has clunky, bad, laggy movement with 7 frames of default input delay, I'm like, I just can't do it. I just can't take it seriously. But if the game moved like Melee, I would definitely be an HDR ultimate gamer. Talking about Max Ketchum and your take on the whole thing.
Max is is fine, obviously a good player. When I saw the clip first when I saw it myself at first, I just went, I don't know if you're as good as you're making yourself out to be, but still, nonetheless, good clip, good on you. Maybe try a little bit harder for the level of clip that you were clickbaiting us on, but that's okay. Because who doesn't clickbait themselves every once in a while? Sure. You got to puff yourself out to get noticed. I liked what Hugs said about this. The reason why he never stops talking about the DreamHack Dallas 2019 Melee World Champion is because otherwise we would all forget, because I always forget. Every time he mentions it, I go, oh yeah, that's right.
He beat Magi in 1 set. Congrats. He beat one other relevant player. Woo! Yeah, shout out to Hugo. Hugo's amazing. Still putting out good content. And of course, Max, pillar of the community, has done so much for Smash community as a whole. Of course, don't want to pass too much disrespect on him, but if you're gonna put a clip on the timeline with a pretty outlandish caption, you got to give me some outlandish gameplay. But I'm excited to see what people can do with HDR, especially if Melee players can get their hands on it, and what boundaries can be pushed and what sort of potential that HDR has. Because I think Sheik has a lot of potential because of Bouncing Fish. I think Bouncing Fish with Melee mechanics can be very, very cool.
Gives her another great finisher.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a lot of cool potential. What color Fox do you play, Jesse?
I play blue.
All right, I'll play a different character.
Shouts out to Bluey. That's the inspiration there. I used to play Green Fox, but now I'm a blue Fox guy. I'm searching for you, so if you don't have my code, I can. There you go. Ready? Shouts out to Luca.
Yep, that's my dog, literally.
Did my controller get disconnected? Oh, there we go.
Cancel setup? Oh, it can be. Oh.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Try that again.
Oh yeah, it is.
There we go.
Gotta flip him in on that drift. Yep. Alright, I'm still with that. Alright, cool. I'm ready when you are.
Battlefield?
Let's do it.
Alright, good luck. Have fun.
GLHF.
Fox, ready, go!
Oh, where am I going? Oh, I lost my jump. Oops.
All right. Oh no.
I jumped too early. It's all right. Thought you'd go up. Yeah. That's not good.
How did I not get my shine off in time? It's infuriating.
Oh no, short hop. That's not good. That's not good. I'm so bad at this game.
Dang it.
I don't have the boots to make it back.
No, you did.
Nah, I missed it.
Point your control stick towards the stage, Hada. All right, let's do it. Game 2. Here we go.
Yeah.
Versus Fox, ready, go!
What? I should have thrown out shield. I thought I had enough time to jump.
What am I doing?
That was supposed to be an up tilt. Oh, it would have been so nice. Oh, it felt like something real. Really? Randall and the ledge both just saying nah? Feels disrespectful. That's not what I wanted. Okay. No. I don't know why I expected to roll behind.
I'm so shit at this game. It's fine.
No, what you're experiencing are called the singles blues. You were always meant to be with somebody, you know?
Yeah. I'm a relationship kind of guy.
Yeah, you know? Oh wait, yeah, jab reset, right. There I go. Hey, you did the thing that I do to you all the time. Aw.
Missed the fast fall. That's unfortunate. So much fucking galint on that. I
That was a clean ledge dash. But with great galint comes great responsibility. Ah, jumped out of that. Should have just spot dodge shined. I really need to do spot dodge shining. If I'm not gonna shine out of shield. No, that's one of the. Okay, at least I did it, but like I should have done it earlier. You know, when you're like quote unquote reeling.
I don't want to win, apparently. That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
Come on, Hada, hang in there. Shoot. Again, spot dodge shine. I think I'm starting to understand why KJH took up that moniker on the Twitter. So busted.
Pretty good.
Frick.
Yeah, Phantom.
No! Come on, up tilt. I also wanted up tilt there, and I reacted late to this. No! You just throw out the move preemptively.
GG's.
Choose your character.
I could not execute on the things I wanted to do, so I lost. It's okay.
The no thug finals.
Sure. Let's see what.
Easier to do thug finals 1v1.
True. Let's do that.
Versus.
Oh, let's go.
Ready?
H cheek. I like this stage for the Sheik matchup as well. Oh, come on. Okay. Ah. Oh no! I have gotta be on the lookout. Yeah, I got that forward B hitting me. One more time. Woohoo! I thought it would be apt to, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice grabber.
This is doable. I would just
Yeah, I need to not try to hit there.
Oh, I thought you were coming in sooner. No. Haha. Oh, you crouched. Oh, well done. Living. Oh.
All right, who else have I been playing recently?
Yoshi
I'll give you one more. Give you one more.
versus Fox. Ready?
Oh, the Yoshi. Okay, nice. Right. Oh, okay.
Need to down throw that.
I remember being heavily critical of Sunsei for not drilling enough, so that's been the game plan. And grabs. Ah. Oh wait, no, wrong button. Those up airs do come in hot.
Yeah.
Very Peach-esque.
Character real hard.
Ooh, nice refreshing. I need to think Ganondorf.
Oh, nice cover.
Right, I'm trying to shine a Yoshi.
Ah.
GG's.
GG's. All right.
Taking it easy on me this week.
I had to let you know who was boss with the Sheik, then I started going for dumb shit. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining BSM Pod this week. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Comment down below if you guys have a cool international player not a lot of people know about. I think that would be a cool little potential Rolodex of people who might be able to come out to the States this upcoming summer. So if you guys have a player that you think needs more recognition, leave it in the comments below. But otherwise, I'm at BSM Pod on Twitter and Twitch and all the good things, and of course at Hey Hada on everything. Catch me commentating top 6 West Coast of the CG Melee Monthly on Sunday, and keep your eyes peeled for a new Hada combo video coming out to you soon.
See y'all next week.